Hollyoaks confirms utterly brutal JJ and Frankie Osborne scenes as Nancy reels trigger warning. This video contains discussion of child sexual abuse and self-harm. Frankie Osborne was left fighting for her life after twin brother JJ attacked her with his football boots. The teen, as viewers know, has been subjected to sexual abuse at JJ's hands, with the long-running soap tackling a storyline that explores the common but under-recognized form of child-sibling sexual abuse. The ordeal came to light months ago after JJ snuck into his sister's room and made inappropriate advances, with subsequent scenes confirming that Frankie has been subjected to such abuse on and off since she was very little. Devastated by JJ's actions, Frankie turned to alcohol, which resulted in her being hospitalized twice. What's more, she started to self-harm, leaving her loved ones concerned as they booked her in to see a counselor. JJ, meanwhile, promised to stop the abuse if Frankie refrained from self-harming, but it proved to be another sick lie, with the abuser later raping her. Dancing has proven to be Frankie's sole source of joy, and therefore, determined to break free from JJ's abuse, she headed to Manchester to audition for a prestigious dance school in London. JJ, however, told Darren and Nancy about her trip, which resulted in them forbidding her from going to London, believing that she's not ready to leave home. Frankie lashed out, accusing them of only caring about JJ's dreams and not hers. Amid her outburst, however, she accidentally revealed that she was to blame for Morgan's hospitalization a number of weeks ago. Fans will recall that Morgan was rushed to hospital after Frankie accidentally gave her an overdose of medication. The teen was simply trying to ensure that Morgan slept the whole night through so that Nancy would sleep in her room with her, which would keep JJ at bay. Without knowing the context, however, Nancy saw red and lashed out at Frankie for putting Morgan in danger, with Darren intervening as he took Nancy out for a birthday drink. But as Nancy sought solace in the bottom of a bottle, she thought more and more about the situation, and made it her mission to get to the bottom of why Frankie endangered Morgan. At 17 Basswood Road, Frankie took advantage of the empty house as she danced around the living room, with her tablet recording her while doing so. JJ interrupted and proceeded to grab Frankie. Frankie pushed back, branding him a freak, telling him to stay away from her. Enraged, JJ grabbed his football boot and hit Frankie across the back of the head, drawing blood. A disoriented Frankie got to her feet and made her way up the stairs, determined to get away from her brother. Nancy, however, entered and, not realizing what had unfolded, followed the teen upstairs, where she demanded answers. But Frankie was struggling to stay conscious, and in upsetting scenes, she fell down the stairs. Nancy watched in horror, unable to do anything at all to prevent the atrocity that unfolded, and finally, will the recording prove to be the evidence Frankie needed in order to show her family that JJ isn't the golden boy that they all believe him to be?